right? Are you on?
Yes.
Okay, hi, I'm Nina. Thanks for coming. The first pose we're going to do today is Ardha Chandrasana. Ardha Chandrasana means half moon pose. It's a balance pose. Watch while I demonstrate it. We're going to get into it the simplest way I know. You're going to turn your right foot completely out, put your hand down about a foot in front. Hand is down, foot is down. I lift my back leg, and then I straighten my standing leg. And I look straight ahead at the wall. Loop. It's a balance pose. And then I'll bring that foot down, stand up, come around to the second side. Hand goes down about a foot in front of my foot, back leg up, and I straighten my standing leg. To get out, you just put the foot down. Let's do it. So just turn your right foot out 90 degrees, yeah? Put your hand down, about a foot in front. Lift the back leg up. Lift the back leg up before you bend you straighten your standing leg. Then straighten the standing leg. Reach the back leg, stronger as if it's going out the window. Stand tall on your standing leg. Press the big toe of your standing foot down. Press the big toe of the standing foot down. And then bring the back leg down. Bring it back up and come back up again. Turn to the other side. Hand down, left hand down, right foot up. Left hand down, right foot up. And all the way into the pose. Look ahead. Don't look at the floor. Look ahead. Press down on the big toe of the standing foot to open up your belly more, to lift your belly towards the ceiling. And then bend your knee, come down, back up to standing. Come over to this wall. Leave your mats where they are. Everybody get a place along this wall. Spread out. Actually, let me show what we're going to do first. Same pose, but we're going to take a little support to help with the balance. So you're going to turn your foot completely out so it's parallel to the wall. Put your hand down, and then you can put your back heel against the wall. And then, because you have this support, see how I roll my belly up towards the sky? And then I lift my hand up, and then I turn my head to look at my hand.
So you're going for the right butt cheek to be out against
Yeah, use the wall. Stay in line, but you feel free to use the wall for support. So turn to the right, turn the foot completely, place your hand down, lift the back leg up, take support of the wall. Put that heel right against the wall. So just feel for a minute how nice it is to have that support. Devorah, turn your foot a little bit more, toes out.
Which foot?
The standing foot, toes out, yeah, keep in line with the wall. Now the hand that's on the wall, you can take support of the wall for a minute, but then bring the hand away from the wall and turn your head and look up if your neck allows you. Fingers together. Press down on the big toe of your right foot. Press down on your right big toe to lift the left leg a little more. Press down on your right hand on the ground to turn the chest more. And then bend the knee, bend your right knee, bring your foot down, turn to the other side. Left foot out, place the left hand on the floor, bring the right foot up the wall, heel against the wall, bring the hand up. Then once you've established your pose, bring the hand off the wall, keep the heel at the wall, turn your head, look up at your hand. Face soft. Face soft. Devorah, come on your fingertips so you're up a little higher. Yeah. Press down firmly on that left big toe. Press down firmly on your left fingertips. Revolve your chest. Revolve your belly button. Lift the arm. Lift the arm much more. Lift the right arm. Lift your right arm much more. Give it strength. And then bend your standing leg, your left leg, and come out of the pose. Bring your feet together. Now come just a foot or so away from the wall. We'll do the same pose as if you had the wall for support. Just watch for a minute. So, same thing. But this time, since everybody had such a nice balance, you're going to balance without the wall. Okay? So So same pose, turn your right foot out, turn your left, turn your right foot out, bring your right hand down, lift the left leg, come into the balance. If you've established your balance, if you need to use the wall, stay at the wall. Press down with your hand to turn your chest. Press down with your right big toe to turn your belly. Soften your face. And then bend the right knee back up. Turn your feet. Turn your left foot completely out. Hand down. Left hand down. Left hand down. Right leg up. Straighten your standing leg. If you get stable, if you're stable enough, bring the right hand up into the air. Extend your right heel towards the bathroom door. Press with your hand to roll the chest up. Press with your left big toe to turn the belly button up. And then bend the knee. Come back to standing, come back to Tadasana. Be in Tadasana. All right, watch me for a moment. We're going to do, you can come back to your mats. Next pose is Parsvottanasana. That's extended side angle pose. So we'll start in Tadasana. Jump or step your feet wide. Then I'm going to have you, just watch first. Then I'm going to have you have your hands at your waist. You're going to turn your feet completely. So the right foot will turn completely out. The back foot will be the left foot will turn partially out. And you're going to open your chest, exhaling, come halfway down. And then we bring your fingertips to the ground without letting the chest go round. So I want you to have a flat back, fingertips to the ground, and then after a little bit, exhaling the full pose. We'll come back to flat back. Okay, so Tadasana, and then jump or step your feet wide. Bring your hands to your hips. First of all, point your elbows back and lift your chest. Then turn your right foot out, left foot completely in to face the prop wall. And here once again, lift your chest, point your elbows back behind you, lift your chest tall, and then exhaling, come down halfway. Be firm on your right big toe. Be firm on your right big toe. Bring your hands down to the floor with a flat back. Fingertips on the floor. Now with your fingertips on the floor, pull the floor as if you're pulling it back behind you to lengthen your chest towards me. Pull the floor back to send your chest towards me. And then with a long chest, bend your elbows, take your head all the way down to your shin. Breathe. Long side body. Firm on the right big toe. And then come back to flat back. Extend your chest once more towards me. And then inhaling, come up. Turn all the way around to face the other direction. Turn your feet all the way around, 180 degrees. Hands to your hips. Reestablish your balance. So even here when you're upright, press down firmly on your left big toe. Press down firmly on your left big toe. Lift the chest up. Soften your neck. Everybody look forward. Look forward. Soft neck. Lift your chest and soften your neck. And then exhaling, fold forward halfway. Extend your chest forward. Bring your fingertips to the ground without rounding your back. Now again, pull the floor as if you're pulling it back towards the prop wall. Extending your chest forward. Then exhale, bend your elbows and bring your chin to your front shin, or as close as you can get it. Keep extending your side ribs down towards your front toes. Teddy, don't grip with your toes. And then come back to the flat back position. And then hands to your hips all the way you come. Up you come. Turn forward, bring your feet together. Okay, watch, I'm going to add one thing to that. When you're in, let me come over here. So when you're in this position, 1 foot forward, 1 foot back, and I'm asking you to lift your chest. Some of you already brought your head back, but I want everybody to bring your head back, because can you see how my chest follows my chin? Actually, the instruction Mr. Amber gives is throw your head back. So throw your head back so the chest lifts. And then keep your chest lifted to the ceiling as you bring your head to neutral. Then we'll repeat the pose again. Okay? So, jump or step your feet wide. Turn your right foot out, left foot in. Hands at your hips. Now lift your chest and throw your head back. Go on, throw your head back. Lift the chest more. Lift your chest more. Let your head release. Let your chin release back. And then keep the chest right where it is and bring your head up to neutral. Keep your chest lifted and bring your head to neutral. Then exhaling, come forward. Halfway. Keep the chest moving forward as you bring your hands down. Keep the chest moving forward as you exhale and fold, as if you're trying to get the underside of your chin against your shin. Firm on the right big toe. And then inhaling, come up to flat back. Hands to your hips, up you come. Come all the way around, 180 degrees, face the window. Face the window. Lift your chest. Lift your chest strongly, and then throw the head back. Throw the head back. Feel the chest follow as you throw your head back. And then keep the chest where it is and look forward. Keep the chest where it is and look forward. And then exhaling, come down halfway. Lead from your chest. Press your chest towards me. Elbows up, chest forward. And then bring your hands, fingertips to the ground. And then leading with your chest. Lengthen your abdomen, lengthen your whole front torso. Put it along your front leg. Long on your front leg. Still sending your chest down towards your toenails. Be firm on the left big toe. Use that left big toe firmness to lengthen that left leg. And then inhaling, come to flat back. Hands to your hips. Up you come. Turn forward. Feet together. Tadasana. Okay. The next pose we're doing is Padangustasana. Padangusta means big toe, so this is the big toe pose. So watch while I demonstrate. Feet come about a foot apart. I'm going to swing my arms up, come down into Uttanasana, and then I'm going to grab immediately with these two fingers and my thumbs, it's actually 4 fingers, the big toe. So the first pose, concave back. I press down with my big toe, and the shoulder blades go deeper into my body. And just like in the last pose, how the chest goes forward and the head goes back, you're going to do that here. Chest forward, head back. And then exhaling, elbows go wide, face in. All right. So separate your feet a foot apart. Teddy, you might want to be on the mat just because the fingers get a little, they don't like the wood. I suffer because I'm teaching, but no reason for you to suffer. All right. About a foot apart, hip width. And then inhaling, swing your arms up, exhaling, come forward, grab your toes. 2 fingers under, grab your big toe. 2 fingers under, thumb over. Now immediately press all the vertebrae in the back deeper in. Bring your chest towards the front of the room. Look up from your chest going in. And then widen your elbows, pull your chest down towards your shins. Elbows go wide, press down on the big toe. You're pulling up with your fingers, but you're also pushing down with the big toe. So don't let the big toe come up, resist it down. The strength of the big toe going down is what helps you come deeper into the pose. So find strength in that big toe. And then release the hands, come back up, swing your arms, back to Tadasana. All right, so I'm going to show something on it. I want you to watch this part of my body. I'll come back here. So come back a little bit. Actually, can I borrow your mat here? So when you come down and you take your toes, and what I told you to do was to move from your upper chest But what I want you to do the second time is move from the sacrum. So rather than have my lower back be round and the upper chest going in, I want you to actually bring the pelvis in. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
This is me just doing my upper back and not worrying about my pelvis. But now I want to bring my pelvis in so that my belly comes closer to my thighs. Not really a problem in my case. And then widen my elbows and come all the way down. Okay. A little bit more intense before we go that way. So separate your feet.
I'm sorry, are we first doing the chest and then bringing the pelvis forward, or just doing
We'll
the
just do the
pelvis?
pose. We'll see.
Yep.
Arms up, exhaling, reach down. First thing is just to grab your toes. Grab your big toes, press down in the big toes. So first do look up with your chest, but then feel that tilt go all the way into your pelvis. So for you, it just goes right there anyway. Bring the pelvis into more of a tilt so the abdomen comes closer to the thighs. If you can, straighten your legs a little more, Nancy. And then exhale, and keep the abdomen close to the thighs as you exhale. Bend the elbows out to the side. Bring your whole body to rest against your legs if you can. Keep the elbows going wider. Soften your neck, soften your face. And hands to your hips, let go of your toes. Hands to your hips, and up you come. All right, I want everybody to take their mats and put it against that wall at a 90-degree angle. And then I'll tell you what to get.
How close, is that okay?
Yeah, be right up against the wall. And then get 3 blankets and a belt. And a great one.
Thank you.
I started at 210. I got 210. Okay. Okay, so watch while I show how we're gonna set up. You're gonna take your 3 blankets to the front of this mat. Actually, I changed my mind. I want you to take your mat, fold it in half this way, and then put the 3 blankets with the folded edge facing the middle of the room. So, as if you were gonna do shoulder stand.
Even with the big mat, do that?
Yeah. And when you've done that, come watch. Come closer. And try not to block. Okay, so we're actually not going to do shoulder stand right now. We're going to do Marichasana 1. Marichi is a sage. There's a story about the sage Marichi. I won't tell it now. But this pose is named after him. So Marichasana 1, you're going to start by bending your left leg up, right leg straight. And in the final variation of this pose, you reach around and you clasp your hands behind your back. I would tell you to go look, except I can't actually reach. So we're going to use a belt for that. But we're going to do this pose twice. The first time, I'm just going to have you bring your arm to the inside of your knee. This right arm goes behind. And I press down on my foot to inhale and lift the spine. And I exhale and turn the spine to the right. I'm looking at my right big toe, but I'm turning the spine the other direction. We'll do that on both sides. And then the second time, you're going to have the belt, because if you can make the clasp, you'll make the clasp the second time. If you can't make the clasp, you'll hold on to your belt. You can come behind me if you want to see how I'm holding the belt. So I'm not really in the pose yet, I'm just holding the belt. And then I lift my spine, lift the spine, turn, my right shoulder goes around to the right. I get it as close to the belt as I can. And then I pull the belt to widen my chest. Still pressing forward with the right big toe, still looking at the right big toe or in that direction. Right shoulder goes back. See how straight I am? Okay. Your turn. So start off in Dandasana, sitting on the edge of your blankets, have your belt handy nearby. So right leg straight, bend the left knee up. It's actually sitting here and mirroring, huh? Bend the left knee up. Now you're going to put your left hand on the inside, reach around with your right arm. And then inhale to lift up, exhale to twist. Twist your right shoulder around to the right. On every inhalation, lift the chest. Now we found our chests before. Lift your chest, look out over your right big toe. So look in the opposite direction. Inhale, lift the chest. Lift the chest, that's right here. Lift it up. The back body supports the lift of the chest. Keep spinning the right shoulder around behind. And release, both legs straight, Dandasana. Then bend the right leg up. Bring the right elbow to the inside of the right leg. Inhale, lift. First, lift the chest. Lift your chest. Bring your left arm behind. Lift the chest. Push down on the left hand to lift the chest more. Bring all the back vertebrae deeper into the body. Bring the back forward to lift the chest more. And then turn and look out over your left foot. Look at your left toenail. Face soft. And release. Switch sides. So bend your left leg up. Now have your belt ready. So bring your belt just around your back like I showed, where you can grab it. And then turn your body, come into your twist, turn to the right. Turn to the right, reach back, grab the belt with each hand. So yeah, the hand goes down, Nancy. Up. If you can grab your fingers, great. Otherwise, use the belt. Now, whatever you've grabbed onto, pull as if you're going to either break the belt or pull your fingers apart. Do that to widen your chest. Lift the chest, widen the chest. Press your right big toe forward. Press down on your hips to lift your chest. Look out over your big toe. Look over your right big toe. Lift your chest. Pull harder with your arms to lift the chest even more. And release. Switch sides. Left leg straight, right leg bent. Grab the belt. Hold your hands. Make the clasp. Sit tall after you make the clasp. Press down on your right foot's your bent foot. Press down on the right big toe to lift yourself up nice and straight and tall. Press with your left big toe as well towards the center of the room. Pull with your arms to widen your chest. Good, Teddy. Pull with your arms to widen your chest as if you're either breaking the belt or pulling on your fingers. Open your chest more, Nancy. Shoulders roll back. Chest lifts. Yes. And then release. 2 legs straight, Dandasana. Okay, the next pose we're doing is Sarvangasana. May I borrow your, coincidentally, since we're all nicely set up. So you're going to take this top little folded blanket. Now, isn't that clever?
Wow, you're clever.
Okay. You're going to lie down. You're going to want your butt in close to the wall. If you have a ponytail, I recommend taking it out. So we're actually going to do 2 poses. We're going to do Sarvangasana, and then we're going to go right into Supta Konasana. So I'm going to show them both together. So you want to make sure your shoulders are well on the blanket, a little bit, a couple inches or so away from the edge of the blanket, so you don't go rolling off when you go up. Feet up the wall. Oh, and then you've got your belt. You're going to make a loop with your belt. You can do that before you lie down if you want. You can do it right now. Okay. And your loop, when you put your arms through the loop, your arms should be roughly parallel. I don't like to make my loop too tight because it cuts off my circulation. Then I have one arm go through the loop. You lift your hips up off the wall and walk your shoulders under. So can everybody see my shoulders where you are?
Yes.
I'm going to have you roll to your right shoulder, bring your left one under. Roll to your left shoulder, bring your right one under. And you're going to go back and forth like that a few times to get really more on the top of your shoulders. Then you're going to put your arms through the belt. When you did that, when I did that, my shoulders got disturbed. So I'm going to one more time go on the top, till I feel like I've really crawled to the top of my shoulders. Then I take my hands, support my back. And then you can either hang out here or bring one foot off the wall and the other foot off the wall into Sarvangasana. Sarvangasana means full body pose, all the limbs of the body. So my legs are working and my arms are working to lift me up. If you feel like your shoulders have come out again, just bring your feet back to the wall, because I really want you on the tops of your shoulders. Roll them under, come away from the wall again. Then after a few moments, I'm going to have you bring your legs down. You can come down one at a time. As soon as you hit the floor, walk your legs wide, right, left, as wide as you can. Take your hands, lift the skin of your back. Now, see my big toes? If I don't do anything, the legs sag. If I press the big toes down, I lift my legs. See that?
Yeah.
I press my big toes down, so the legs lift, the buttocks lift, the knees lift, the heels lift. Everything lifts towards the ceiling, which is good. And then I'm going to have you take the belt off. Now, some of you I know can reach out and grab your big toes, which is the finished pose. And then you'll bring your legs together and carefully roll out of the pose. And that's it.
Get to your choice.
So, thank you. So lie down, everyone have their belt in a loop?
Yes.
Okay. Lie down on your mat, shoulders on the mat, head off.
I'm at a minute.
Have the loop around one arm. Then go ahead when you're ready, lift your hips. Now, before you do anything with the belt, walk one shoulder under, walk your right shoulder under, walk your left shoulder under. Teddy, you're slipping off.
I know.
You might need to come down and
I need to make it bigger.
fix your blankets a little. So right shoulder under, left shoulder under. And then once you've done that, go ahead and slip the belt around both arms, right above the elbow. And notice how after you did that, your shoulders came out again. So at least 2 or 3 times go back and forth, come onto the tops of your shoulders. Keep your feet at the wall for now, because we'll let everybody get caught up to the same place.
Don't wait for me.
No, they can wait. You can wait right there. You're in the pose. Bring your hands to your back, those of you who are already up. Okay, the problem is your top blanket, here, come down. The problem is your top blanket is falling this way, so you should stack your blankets a little
Cascading,
more
yeah.
like that, yeah. Okay, all right. You guys just enjoy Sarvangasana. Hands at your backs. Every now and then walk, keep your feet off a little bit. Let's see if you can. Walk your hands down your backs. So walk your hand down your back. Support your spine. Good, better. Okay. Just making sure. And then keep your neck soft, head soft at all times in this pose. Now bring one leg off the wall. Bring the other leg off the wall. Support your back. Lift the skin of your back up towards the ceiling. Lift the skin of your back up towards the ceiling. Lift both big toes up towards the ceiling. So keep your mind on your big toes for a minute. Lift both big toes up towards the ceiling. Hands on the back. Strongly lift your back. Walk your hands down your back an inch or so if you can. Walk your hands down your back. Lift the skin of your back again. Then bring your feet back to the wall. Roll one more time onto your left shoulder, onto your right shoulder. So roll your shoulders under. Really get to the
Keeping
tops
your
of your
hands
shoulders. Yeah. Roll to one shoulder, roll the shoulder under. Are you all right, Teddy?
I'm having, some asthma issues.
Okay. If you need to keep your feet on the wall, do that if that helps.
Going back, good.
Just Teddy.
Are we coming back up?
Yeah, come back up. And then bring one foot down into Halasana and then the other. Walk your feet wide as soon as you hit down. Right foot to the right, left foot to the left. Walk your feet wide. Walk your feet wide, walk your hands down your back. Now really use your hands on your back to lift the skin of your back up. To lift the skin of your back up. Now press your big toes down to lift your legs. Don't bring your feet off the ground, but lift your legs. Lift your buttocks up, lift your thighs up, lift your knees up, lift. Lift the bone against the flesh. Keep lifting everything in two legs up towards the ceiling. Push down more with your big toe to lift up towards the ceiling. If you can, walk your hands down your back one more time. Lift the skin of the back. It lifts easily in this pose. Then slip the belt off if you haven't already. Reach out for your big toes. Reach out to the left and the right. Grab wherever you can. If you can't quite grab your toes, you can grab your ankles or your shins. And one more time, lift your legs up. Lift your legs up. Lift the backs of the knees, the thighs, the shins, the buttocks, the heels. Then release the legs, bring your arms, stretch your arms overhead towards me, and slowly roll out. Look towards me as you roll out of the pose. Don't crash into the wall. And just lie there for a minute and rest. And that's all. Woohoo! Woohoo!
And we get shit also.
Okay. It's Shavasana now. That's not one of the 6 poses. So we